All right, 5 minutes gone here in the first period. Concordia already leading Indiana 1-0 in this one. We haven't updated our on-screen scorebug yet. We were having some technical difficulties trying to get the rink Wi-Fi to cooperate, but we're glad to have you with us here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Hoosiers again trailing 1-0 early in this one. As Concordia holds the puck in their own zone, they now play it forward to the neutral zone, taken in there by Rosenberg, and he dumps one down behind. Played off by Nolan Judge, the D-man, as he gets double-teamed. Now Rosenberg back one's up to the point. And Goose, we were scrambling around trying to join a different network, but that one ended up being worse than the one we were on before, so it was back to plan A.
Well, we're glad to be back, though, now.
We apologize if the quality of video isn't the greatest. We'll do our best to give you the best we can. As we got a whistle with 14:50 to go in the period. So there's already been a goal scored by Concordia. They've already committed a penalty as well. Indiana 0 for 1 on the power play.
And the second one comes right now as well.
It's going to be the captain, Rex Stoddicker, going to the box.
And for those who are not here, the first goal was scored by number 10, Chuck Emmy of the Falcons. Just 13 seconds into the contest, there was a loose puck that bounced the top of the circle, and he was able to sneak it past Sammy Billis, and that's where the score is now, 1-0.
So Indiana with their second power play of the early first period. DiLorenzo skates in and shoots one right into the chest of Robertson. And Goose, on these long road trips, it's always an adventure. That's one thing you know is for certain.
We've learned that, yes.
And they're going to redo that face-off here. Will Jeremy taking it against Easton Williams.
It's been an exciting start to this game so far. Both teams made it to the 2022 National Championships last year in Boston, and both teams can really play. We learned that last year. We saw in the home opener of the Hoosiers last year when these two teams faced off last.
That's right. The first game's at the Frank Southern Ice Arena as the shot flipped on by Jeremy gets patted away to the corner for DiLorenzo. Now across into the slot, but it's knocked away, and this one goes all the way back down as Germs comes to get it. 1:20 remaining on the power play for Indiana. DiLorenzo through the neutral zone, takes a stick up high. Gets all the way in, sends one on off the blocker, and a rebound opportunity knocked out of the zone by Concordia.
Garrett, we've already seen Robertson make a few nice safe pads, but he's left some rebounds sitting right there in the front door.
And Jeremy was coming in hot, trying to gobble up that rebound as Swiatek gets pushed off the puck, and now Matt McKay corrals it. McKay leaves one off for Slavin. Slavin plays it off the boards and gets dumped into the Concordia bench. Manages to get back onto his feet without falling all the way in.
Still 33 seconds. The Hoosiers might be able to get one or two more pushes into the offensive zone.
"17 seconds remaining on the Indiana power play as it goes back behind the net of Sammy Billis for Konstantinos Raftis. Setting up the attack, Slavin glides through the neutral zone right to left. On the near dot, he sends a backhand on that goes behind the net. And that does it for the Indiana power play, as racing out of the box right there was Stoddicker. Another shot sent on, rebound gobbled up as bodies hit the deck behind the net. That was Ryan Burke down there taking a few whacks at it, and they might not be happy with him hitting the keeper's pads, but he was going for the puck.
We saw this early last weekend as well for the Hoosiers, especially with their first games of last weekend rather. Concordia already starting off very physical in their home opener, and we've seen a lot of after the whistle chippiness, and it's only 12:41 in the first period. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the weekend is going to bring, but this excitement early on is definitely setting the stage for a nice weekend.
Indiana and Concordia ended up splitting the series last year, as you mentioned, at the Frank Goose, and Indiana won the Friday game and lost on Saturday, which was a common theme at the beginning of last season as that shot sails past Billis and off the backboards. Chambers takes a check up high. And now in on net, they got an opportunity here. Nice save made by Billis on the rush by Chuck Emmy.
A good look there by Hardy, putting his stick down, making sure that pass lane was not open.
Burke wins the race to the puck and then takes a shoulder into the boards behind the net. That one squirts out in front, but is taken in on the near side right there by Almberg. Almberg pushing bodies away from the crease, and that puck is gobbled up by Robertson. Eight minutes gone in the first period. You're watching Indiana Hockey on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Garrett Drake alongside Andrew Gus. Ben Stannard manning the technical duties. Chambers off the face-off, able to control it himself. Leaves one off for Ryan Burke, one of the freshman contributors early on this season for Indiana. That one whacked out of the air and into the neutral zone for McKay. Myers takes it back to Matthew. McKay trying to pirouette away from defenders, but Concordia able to take the puck away. Nice little move there into the zone by Krachenski, the native of Los Angeles. And in on net, nice defensive play made by McKay as Emmy tried to do a nice little toe drag there, but McKay just stood in his way. Myers tries to lay a check, but he ends up on the deck. A backhand one-timer, and that one a close opportunity for Malcolmson, but Billis makes the save. This game's moving quick, Goose.
It really is. Both on the clock and out there on the ice.
Still trying to get into broadcasting mode after making sure we could get the stream up. Not the ideal start, but we'll ease into it. Burke leaves it off for Jeremy. Jeremy sends one on that gets blocked out in front. A nice play made by Nolan Judge, the 6'3", 220-pound D-man.
He really stands out there, that's for sure.
Now skating through the zone is Stephen Delicate. Graftis sends one over to Jack Hawkins, wearing number 21 this season. The only returning player to change his jersey number. Nearly an offside there as Indiana forced to give it away. That one tapped into the zone by Williams, and then he heads to the bench. Hawkins sends one to the near side. Taken in there by Andrew Owen. Almberg backhands one off the boards down low. Big hit into the boards by Raftis from behind on Castle. And Wilderman was right in the slot there, just unable to get the puck to him, and taking away for Indiana is Rosenberg. Almberg slows it down more than halfway through the first period now. Still 1-0 Concordia. That one flipped up way into the zone, and skating to the bench is Rosenberg. Indiana with a couple fresh legs on now. That one backhanded over by Zach Hardy. And off the boards it goes, where it's corralled there by Staudiker. Kicker plays pitch and catch with Hardy. They nearly give it away, but able to maintain possession. Jake Rock picked up an assist in his first career game on the first goal of the season scored by Indiana by Drew Michelli.
His first shift.
That's right. That one deflected out front. Might have hit the leg of Swiatek as it goes wide of Billis. And a near takeaway by Castracani. And a shot off the glove of Billis. Kicker whacks it out of there. Oh, Castle and Jake Rock hit the deck there. Looks like their hands got tangled up and ended up with both of them on the ice.
And the official's going to call interference. I'm not sure on which one of them.
It looks like they might get Castle here. Yep.
And that'll be the third penalty already taken by the Falcons here in the first frame.
Well, that's unfortunate for him. It looked like he took the brunt of that fall, and he ends up going to the box. But Goose, going back to Castracane and Luke Slavin, the two Hoosiers with multiple goals last weekend, contributing in that column early on. They scored in both games.
That's a nice start to both of them. They already have a goal per game so far to start off the year. And Garrett, we're still yet to see one of the rookies, any of the freshmen or any of the guys that have joined the team this year, put in a goal. So we're excited to see which one of them will be the first one out of their pack. But out of all the goals that were scored last weekend, they were all by veteran returner players of the Indiana Hoosiers that were on the team last year.
DiLorenzo added a goal and 2 assists last week as well. He leads the team currently with 3 points as Indiana wins the faceoff in the attacking zone. 8:20 remaining in the first. Now Jeremy up top to McKay. He slings one on that goes wide. Rosenberg was going in trying to get a deflection on that. And now Concordia races the other way. McKay back skating. He now dives. A shot saved by Billis. And then Williams goes bashing into McKay. And now he has the puck. Jeremy flying into the zone. Nice display of stick handling there, but a wrist shot sent right in the chest once again of Robertson.
And the Hoosiers really successful on the power play when they use players like Jeremy skating up with speed, getting from one end of the ice to the other, trying to move and flip ends. And just like that, a shot on net. Now they have themselves an offensive faceoff here.
Concordia able to control momentarily. It's then taken away. Nice play made by Burke there as he finds Raftis. Now back in their own zone for Jake Rock. Burke takes a hit. That one ends up finding its way to Billis. And Tinos Raftis will slow things down behind the net. Slavin feeds Castracane center ice. Nice move by Nick, a shot deflected. It looked like Almberg might have got down and blocked that one. We don't see very many dives, but we've already seen a couple early on in this one. Here's a shot by Raftis deflected out front and a array of bodies there. Castracane makes moving through the defense look so easy when he has the puck. Gets slammed up on the boards there. Sobchak was down there, and now the puck finds Raftis once again. Castracane drags back. Raftis sends one towards the net, and it's saved by Robertson into the glove.
Well, Garrett, we're here at the Ozaki Ice Center on the South Rink, just a few minutes north of Milwaukee. We ran into some traffic coming into town, and there's been a lot of traffic in front of that Wisconsin-Concordia net so far this evening, especially in the power play. They've done a great job really keeping those lanes clogged, and the Hoosiers can't really seem to get a clean shot off. And this has been their 3rd power play already of the evening.
And the aforementioned Ian Robertson making his first start of the season in this one as that shot goes high over the net, which will pretty much all but do it for the Indiana power play as we're back to even strength. They got a couple decent looks, but the shots they were taking weren't quite making it to the net, just getting deflected out front.
Exactly.
A big check laid on and then falling on top of Yeagers right there. Just missed Jeremy on the one-time opportunity. Yeagers gets up, appears to be all right. McKay toe drags, sends one towards the net. A couple whacks at it by DiLorenzo, and again it finds the leather of Robertson. Well, Ian Robertson takes up a lot of space in net. He's 6'4", 210. And when you're shooting at a guy who's got that size, you got to pick your spots pretty carefully.
And the pads, too. That's really not much free area to find and put the biscuit past him. And so far, definitely got to tip your hat to him as he's done a great job already facing 3 power plays here in the first period. And his team's 100% on the power play penalty kill. So
this Indiana team's got to feel like they're facing Andrei Vasilevsky today or something, which hasn't been too hard recently with the way that Vasilevsky's been performing. A little down year for him, but that one deflected off a shot by Raftis. Indiana hoping for more of the recent Vasi, if you will. Concordia able to come away with the puck, but then a nice job cutting off the breakaway by Raftis, and we're going to get a whistle here. It's going to be interference.
I think this one's going to finally go against the Hoosiers.
And it looks like Raftis might be going.
2 minutes for interference.
It looked like he arrived just a second too early as the puck wasn't quite there yet, and he just cut him off with his body. But
we saw that last weekend too. The officials, apparently with some of the off-season training they've received, and they've been really those interference and hitting penalties in neutral ice, trying to take down the risk of danger and those hits with the puck's not there.
Which, I mean, no penalty is a good penalty, but you'd rather have that than a breakaway, so it's not the worst. That's a nice clearance made there by Chambers. Andrew Chambers, one of the signature penalty killers for this Indiana team, is out of the net now as Robertson, and Indiana gains possession. Kicker plays it back, and Hardy chases it down as Billis helps him out. Now it's Billis clearing into the zone, and they wave off the high stick. Chambers lays a big check, and again, Indiana gets the puck. And Sammy getting a little exercise in today as he skates back to get that one. Pass by Zach Hardy, misses its target. Brandenburg whacks at it. Now Wilderman on the near dot. Plays one up top, a shot sent out front, deflected by Williams, and Billis able to make the save. McKay gains possession and flings that one down, and it gets out of the zone. Beautiful job by Matt McKay there as Indiana will get a new kill group out there. And Williams is gassed as he heads to the bench. A one-time opportunity saved by Billis as he slides over to cover the post, and we get another clear.
A really good start to the PK if you're an Indiana Hoosier.
Michelli racing down to the other end, now trying to get back. Yeagers lays a couple checks, and it's cleared out of there by Myers. .14 seconds remaining on the Raftis penalty for Indiana. Penalty kills look great so far. Hopefully we don't get an announcer's jinx in these next couple seconds. All right, we're good. Back to even strength. Little more than 3 minutes remaining in the first period as blowing a tire there is Kicker in the far corner. And he races back into the play and lays a hit. Hardy flings that one deep into the zone as he heads to the bench along with Kicker. Jeremy tried leaving a pass off for Raftis, a little short of the target, but Tino's able to use his body to get the puck. That one goes high off the glass. Slavin and Hawkins were down there trying to get it, and we get a whistle with 2:43 to go.
Well, after that first goal, 13 seconds in, off of the stick of Emmy, and the Falcons 1-0 lead. We've had nothing else since then. A few penalties for either side, and it's been a nice tight contest since then.
Game's been moving quickly as well. First period felt like it flew by. Slavin gets a stick on that one and then sends a man to the deck. Now the puck finds Krachenski. Krachenski tries leaving one off. And now here come the Falcons as that one gets through, but just out of the reach of Wilderman. Wilderman gets harassed by Raftis, and now Hawkins has it. He lays a check. Puck goes flying up and finds the stick of Jeremy. Roberts sends one over, taken in there by Falcone. Falcone blows a tire, and McKay will try to slow things down with his D partner Ray Myers. McKay looking for a stretch pass, but it's taken away by Emmy. Emmy looking for goal number 2, but he's pushed off the puck by DiLorenzo. Indiana's got numbers the other way. D'Lo gets into the zone, but quickly gets it poked out of there. Here comes Emmy again on the near side. McKay runs into him, and Malcolmson runs into a diving Ray Myers. Official takes a bit of a hit there as that shot goes right into the glove of Billis. Almberg sends a howitzer towards the net.
And really just good defense there by the Hoosiers. Ray Meyer completely sprawled out. Saved that pass going back door. There was a wide open Falcon, and he cut off the lane. Billis once again makes a great save. Nothing out of the ordinary.
1:17 remaining in the first period. Still 1-0 Concordia. Michelli stops. Sends one up over the net as a body hits the deck out in front. That was Ryan Burke. Final 60 seconds of period number 1 as the Hoosiers maintain possession. Chambers plays that one off the boards to the far side, taken by Michelli. Indiana looking to try to spread out a little bit more on the offensive end. They just haven't been able to really get passes off when they need to. Another big check laid on by Chambers. He's looking to do some hitting today. Castle, that one deflects off of McKay, and that could have been disaster right
really
there.
Could have.
Another puck finds the front of the net. 20 seconds left. Sammy makes the save there as kicker has it now. Indiana trying to make something happen in the final 10 seconds. McKay gets run into, unable to get pushed off the puck as he gains the zone. 5 seconds left. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Slavin lets one go, and it is saved out in front as it hits a pile of skates. And we've got a 1-0 lead for Concordia at the end of period number 1. Goose, we talked about how the game got off to a rough start, but ever since the first 13 seconds, it was just back and forth action, but not many shots on net on either side.
No, both teams have done a great job in their own defensive zone. That's one of the main things you have to cover in the sport of hockey is defend your own end first before you play any offense, and both sides have done a good job blocking shots, blocking passing lanes, and just preventing opportunities in general. There has not been much. We'll have to see what the next 40 minutes bring about.
Indiana within striking distance at 1-0. Just got to get the offense revved up a little bit. We'll have period number 2 in just a few moments on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.